Hello. So I am in week 1 on Tirzepatide. I just started it on May 18th, 2026. And I started it because I have been heavy. I'm at my heaviest. I've had 3 kids. My youngest is about to be 3. So it's been 3 years and I've only been gaining weight. Back in January, I did try to lose weight, which I lost like 7 pounds in 1 month. And then after that, I just kind of like fell off, and it's just really hard to do it on your own. But I've tried multiple times since having him to do it. It's just really hard being a mom. Plus my husband works, basically he works 2 jobs. He goes to bed really early, so he's always tired. I do like everything. I do everything basically. So it's just really hard because I work 40 hours a week. I work full time, and then I still have my 3 kids that I take care of. I get out of work. I have to do dinner. By the time dinner's done, I'm cleaning, doing dishes, whatever it needs to be done. And then it's time for showers and bed. So I don't really have the time to just work out. I did wake up early, really early this past week. There was maybe like 3 days that I got up really early before the kids, and I did work out. So it's like that was the only time that I'm able to do that. So I just have to, it just sucks because I'm not a morning person, but that would be like the only way I feel like I could work it into my schedule during the week. So anyway, so this is officially day 7, 1 week on Tirzepatide. So I took my first shot Monday, and as far as symptoms, I'll say, so I started out at 178.8. Again, this is my heaviest. I'm almost hitting 180. And to me, in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's almost 200, right? So I'm like, if I just keep gaining weight, it's just going to keep getting higher. So I decided to do something. Not only that, but I did, one day my blood pressure got like really high, and I felt like I was going to pass out. And there's times where like I eat and I just want to crash. I'm like, I don't know if I'm diabetic. I don't go to the doctor, so I don't know. As far as like health wise, I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah, I decided to start this for myself and my health. But when I started the Tirzepatide, I would say the main symptoms that I had was like fatigue. I was like really tired. I took it that first day and I was so tired, and then by the evening I had a headache, so I had to take Tylenol, and that was for like 3 days straight that I had to take like ibuprofen or Tylenol because I was just like, my head was hurting. I will say I had no nausea only when I took my vitamins, because if you're on Tirzepatide, you have to take care of your body. So what it does is like it slows your metabolism. You're also not intaking as much as your body is not taking in, how do I explain this? The things that you put in your body's not taking in as much. So like it's not taking in as much nutrients. It's not absorbing as much as it normally would, right? So you have to take vitamins in order to like keep your body going. Keep it going. Another thing is it also like burns your stored fat. So you have to take a lot of protein. Some people I know, like, that's why they're kind of scared to get on this, because a lot of people like lose a lot of weight, but they lose everything. They lose the fat and the muscle mass. If you don't want to lose muscle mass, you have to make sure that you're taking a lot of protein. I would say like workout, like, but I mean, if you work out, yeah, that's good, but just make sure you're taking protein so you're not losing any of that muscle. As far as vitamins, protein, I would say 70 to 100 milligrams. That's what I was advised. And then as far as vitamins, I've been taking vitamin C, D, B12, zinc, iron, and then something with selenium, which I did find a women's vitamin that does have that. And I've also heard of side effects of hair loss, so I decided to take supplements for hair. So like hair nails, I think it was like hair, nails, bone. I don't know what it is. I don't have it on me. I don't know what it's called, but take supplements for your hair just to prevent the hair loss. And then at night, you have to take magnesium glycinate, 200 to 400 milligrams. And that is to help your body get the full effect while you're asleep. It helps your muscles and it also helps you sleep. So with that being said, I would say take with food, because that was the only time that I got nauseous, was when I took my vitamins. And so just, ugh, it's disgusting. It just, I guess because it hits your body all at once and it just makes you sick. So yeah, make sure to take with food. And the magnesium glycinate, take that right before bed. And since day 7, today it's been 1 week, I have lost 5.6 pounds. I am down to 173.2. And that is 7 days on GLP-1. As far as like diarrhea, constipation, it's hard for me to say if I've had diarrhea, because I've had my gallbladder removed, and anyone who knows. But I will say that I wouldn't say that I'm constipated. I would say that my I just don't have diarrhea like I normally would. My stools have gotten a little more solid, but still passing, if that makes sense. Sorry if that's TMI, but yes. And oh, another thing is, if you, okay, so since this kind of lacks, I don't even know how to explain it. I should have like looked it up, like a formal way to explain this, but your body just doesn't intake as much when you're on Tirzepatide. So with that being said, if you're on any medications, your body's not gonna get the full effect of the medication. So like, for example, I took an emergency birth control this week, and I'm just hoping that it works. But that's one thing that you have to be careful with. I took it, I don't know when, but I'm hoping that it works. I read a lot of Reddit, which maybe I shouldn't, but someone on Reddit said that they also took emergency birth control on a GLP-1 and it worked. I was like, okay, thank God, because I don't need babies. Okay. But yeah, so 1 week I've lost 5.6 pounds, and I'm gonna keep going down. I will post update next week about which next week, of course, it will be a shorter video, but next week will be week 2. Okay, so I found this paper online, and this has been helping me keep track of my weight loss. That's a starting date 5/18. I was 178.8. Week 1, 5/25. I was down to 173. You can also keep track of your weekly weight loss and the percentage of weight loss. So I lost 3.13% of my body weight. You can do measurements, which I didn't in the beginning. So week 1, I think I'm gonna start doing that. That way I can keep track of, the rest of the weeks, because it does help. It's not always a scale, and I don't know why it printed out like that. Last week should be week 13, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that. But that makes the end of my video. I will post next week for my next update. Thank you.